this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this beautiful morning, or afternoon, or evening, whenever it is that you may be accessing our virtual service here at the YouTube channel of Unity Spiritual Center of San Francisco. I'm so glad that you've found us as we discover new ways of keeping connected during this unprecedented time. If you've been in our sanctuary before, I want you to know that I envision you in front of me, each one of you, and I'm sure Michael does too. We miss you, and we look forward to the time that we'll be able to be together again. And if you've never been to Unity Spiritual Center before, I will look forward to hopefully meeting you when this is under control and we are safe to go about our normal lives again. And I know that that will happen. It will probably happen sooner than we know, but not as soon as we would like. And this is an amazing opportunity to practice acceptance, isn't it? Lots of spiritual practices are coming from this time. But for now, let's just take a deep breath. Wherever we are, let's just let go. Let's put aside any worries or concerns. And let's just use this time to connect virtually with all of us in this community and with the God of your understanding. Here at Unity Spiritual Center, we celebrate the truth that our God is love, as expressed in Unity's foundation statement, which you're invited to repeat with or after me. There is only one presence and one power active as the universe and as my life, God the good, omnipotent. So I invite you to take another deep breath now. Become comfortable. And again, gently release any cares of the day. Because the only thing that you need to do in this hour is just to open yourself up to the love and the goodness of the divine. Let's relax together into this sacred time and space as we connect virtually as members of Unity Spiritual Center. For almost 75 years now, we at Unity Spiritual Center have celebrated and honored people of every culture, of every creed, of every religion, of every race, of every age, and every lifestyle, knowing that there are many paths to God, many faces of God, many names for God, but only one God. Seeing through eyes of oneness and acknowledging our oneness, we know that God indwells all people and is expressed through each of us in unique, special, and individual ways. Unity offers positive, practical, progressive spiritual teachings and tools that honor the universal truth in all religions and respects each individual's right to choose a spiritual path. As you look at the flame of the candle, we always light one every Sunday. I've lit one here. It actually has a lovely painting by Shiloh Sophia, if you can remember what her paintings look like in the sanctuary. But here I've got the flame going for all of us so we can remember that we, each one of us, but more specifically, you carry a divine flame within, that you are an individualized expression of God, a spark of God, and that God does God's work in the world through the acts and the movements of your heart and your hands. Our vision here at Unity Spiritual Center and the opportunity for each one of us here is that you discover the power within you to create the life of your dreams, that you have peace of mind and deep happiness, that you enjoy joyous and loving relationships with yourself, with spirit, and with others, that you spend your days doing what you love and feel called to do, and most of all, that you know that your life matters, that you make a difference, and that the world is a better place because you are in it. Let us pause now to listen to a beautiful song by USC's music director, Michael Hatfield.
I will forgive.
Thank you, Michael. And now as we continue to get comfortable and relax even more deeply into this time of worship, prayer, and meditation, let us open our hearts to receive the message of today's daily word. And if you would like to read the daily word and videotape it for us, just email me at uscsf@att.net and let me know what Sunday you'd like. We would love to see your face and hear your voice. Unity Spiritual Center is a center of prayer and healing. During this time when we are sheltering in home, you are always welcome to call in. And let me give you that number. It's 415-566-4122. So please feel free to use that number, leave a message, send to our regular address, or email a prayer request for us to pray on and over. And let's take a moment to hold all the prayers of our community, those that have been written down and those that are unwritten. Let's hold them in our hearts. Let's just surround them with love. Surround each person with love. And let's know that no matter what the circumstances are, no matter what they may be facing, we can be sure with and for them that they are enfolded in divine love, and that divine order is taking place in their lives. We give thanks for the opportunity to bless and to be blessed in spirit. We give thanks for the knowledge that when we ask, it will be given to us. When we seek, we will find. When we knock, the door will be opened to us. We give thanks for the feelings of peace and comfort that fill our hearts and minds right now, and that are available to us at any time. We simply stop, close our eyes, and breathe. Become still and know that God is God, and we can do that at any time. We give thanks for the privilege of praying for others in our community, in our state, in our nation, and around the world. And we affirm that despite this confusing and chaotic and frightening and uncertain set of circumstances that we find ourselves in, not knowing what's at the end of this road, but knowing that it will come to an end, let us affirm that God is here. God is in this time and in this place. That God's love does enfold each one of us. And that divine order, hard as it may be to see it, is taking place in all of our lives. And so it is. Thank you, God.
The daily word for Sunday, March 29th. The words for the day are inner peace. The affirmation for the day is, I find the peace of God in the silence within me. The Hebrew scriptures tell the story of the word of the Lord commanding the prophet Elijah to stand on the mountain before the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass. As he waits, Elijah fails to find God as he endures a wind strong enough to split the mountains, an earthquake, and then a fire. Then Elijah discovers God in a sound of sheer silence. Sometimes chaos surrounds me as I try to find the peace of God. Other times, the chaos may be inside me. I persist in my efforts as I confront inner storms, fires, and earthquakes as I search for peace. Like Elijah, I remain steadfast in faith, undisturbed by what is happening around me. I wait for distractions to pass. Peace is mine. And the scripture for today is from 1 Kings 19:12. And after the earthquake, a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire, and after the fire, a sound of sheer silence.
We are connected by the heart. Where do you end? Where do I start? Whatever you feel, I feel too. You're a part of me, I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. 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 I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Our vision here at Unity Spiritual Center and the opportunity for each one of us here is that you discover the power within you to create the life of your dreams, that you have peace of mind and deep happiness, that you enjoy joyous and loving relationships with yourself, with spirit, and with others, that you spend your days doing what you love and feel called to do, and most of all, that you know that your life matters, that you make a difference, and that the world is a better place because you are in it. Let us pause now to listen to a beautiful song by USC's music director, Michael Hatfield. Thank you, Michael. And now as we continue to get comfortable,
Give the gift of forgiveness, present it to your soul. Empty out the anger before it takes its toll. Give the gift of forgiveness, release it to the sky. Let it travel around the world to return to you and I. Beautiful moments, rarer than gold, letting go secrets that we've been told. Free up your spirit, open the space. Once you've forgiven, there is a place. Give the gift of forgiveness, present it to your soul. Empty out the anger before it takes its toll. Give the gift of forgiveness, release it to the sky. Let it travel round the world to return to you and I. This isn't magic, it's simple and plain. Let loose your troubles, no need to explain. Holding it hurting does you no good. Hiding your feelings makes you misunderstood.
Hello. Greetings from the Haight-Ashbury of San Francisco. I hope wherever you are safe and well, and staying inside and washing your hands, as we're all supposed to do. You know, I'm not accustomed to quoting leaders of the Mormon Church, but I read something by Gordon Hinckley, who was the president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints until his death in 2008. I'm sure Mr. Hinckley and I did not agree on a lot of issues, but he is quoted as saying, "Somehow forgiveness accomplishes miracles that can happen in no other way." And for a change, Mr. Hinckley and I agree. Forgiveness does bring miracles, and is in fact sometimes a miracle in and of itself. But let's spend a moment thinking about what forgiveness is. According to Greater Good magazine, the definition of forgiveness is a conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment or vengeance toward a person or group who has harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness. So according to Greater Good, forgiveness has to be thought out. It's conscious and deliberate. One has to think about it and come to the decision to forgive. We don't accidentally forgive. We are active in our forgiving and don't fall into it. Yes, we can forgive over time and let time heal wounds, seemingly without any action on our part. But we still are deciding to let go and not hold on to the resentment or vengeance. Also, according to this definition, there is harm involved. Someone or a group has done you wrong, clearly and fully and often intentionally, though that's not always true. We can be harmed unintentionally and still find that we need to forgive, even if the other did not mean to wrong us. Forgiveness brings release, according to Greater Good magazine. A release from feelings of resentment and vengeance. When we forgive, we are no longer held to a need to make things even, to find a way to get back at the perpetrator of the wrong we have suffered. That takes a great burden off of us. Holding in that resentment and wish for vengeance takes a lot of psychic energy. Once we forgive, we can't let go of the seething feelings that fester within us. Forgiveness frees the forgiver. Greater Good magazine goes on to discuss what forgiveness is not. Experts who study or teach forgiveness make clear that when you forgive, you do not gloss over or deny the seriousness of an offense against you. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting, nor does it mean condoning or excusing offenses. Though forgiveness can help repair a damaged relationship, it doesn't obligate you to reconcile with the person who harmed you or release them from legal accountability. Don't think that forgiveness makes you a doormat or a patsy to those who wrong you. You are actually the stronger one when you forgive. You're not forgetting what happened. The wrong remains with both parties always. Reconciliation is at the disposal of the wronged party, not the one who did that wrong. The victim has the upper hand and holds the power in a situation of forgiveness. There is no way to downplay what happened. Forgiveness does not gloss over the actions of the party who did the wrong. Without forgiveness, there is no chance of reconciliation, though. The resentment and vengeance that live within you block any hope of reconciliation. And resentment can eat away at you until the relationship is not able to continue. Forgiveness does not necessarily automatically bring reconciliation, though that reconciliation takes time and sometimes never comes about. Many situations require forgiveness, big and small. On the large scale, we can think of South Africa and their Truth and Reconciliation Commission after the defeat of apartheid in that country. The work of that commission, instituted by President Nelson Mandela and chaired by Bishop Desmond Tutu, helped to bring about some forgiveness in their society, though of course it was up to each and every person who suffered under that system to make their own decision about forgiveness. But the Truth and Reconciliation Commission set the stage for forgiveness to occur on both a large scale and the many smaller scales. I'm sure that forgiveness, whether offered or not, was a difficult decision for many. On a smaller scale, we forgive each and every day. Our spouse or other family member does something that gets to us, leaves the toilet seat up again, or doesn't put away the dishes. We let it slide and forgive them, maybe yet again. But it's forgiveness, whether we realize it or not, and the forgiven party may never even know about their transgression or the forgiveness that followed, but that's okay. Forgiveness is more about the one doing the forgiving than it is about the one who is forgiven. And there's another aspect of forgiveness that is important to consider: self-forgiveness. Too often we are so busy forgiving others that we forget to forgive ourselves. We need to forgive ourselves of the wrongs we do to ourselves, the self-doubt, the aching inability to measure up to our own expectations, the belittling we do of ourselves. Some of us berate and demean ourselves on a regular basis, and we need to let go of that and forgive ourselves for the damage we have done. We don't measure up. We aren't good enough. We pale in comparison to others. Those thoughts do damage, and not only do we need to stop them, but we have to forgive ourselves for their very presence. We need to reconcile with ourselves at times. The miracles that occur from forgiveness are the reconciliation and renewal of relationship, which can happen from that release that forgiveness gives. Those who are Christian are approaching Easter, but before that, of course, comes Good Friday. And from the cross, we remember Jesus is quoted as saying, "Father, forgive them." Certainly, if in that situation he was forgiving those who brought about his death, then we in our situation in our lives can do the same. I believe, are indeed are called to forgive and to accept forgiveness when it is offered. Forgiveness does bring about miracles, as Gordon Hinckley stated. The miracles lie in us, in our ability to forgive, and our ability to move beyond resentment and vengeance. We don't forget, but we can forgive. And so it is. Amen.
Give the gift of forgiveness.
For our meditation today, I have found a meditation that was written specifically because of the coronavirus. It's to address coronavirus and COVID-19 anxiety. So I invite you to take a deep breath and close your eyes. Get comfortable where you're sitting or lying, and just do whatever you need to do to allow meditation and relaxation to enter. Fill your belly with air and expand it as big as you can. When you can't breathe in anymore, exhale all the air out through your nose, tightening your stomach to take the out breath all the way to the end. And breathe one more deep breath in and let it all out. Bring your breath back to its normal rhythm and bring your attention onto your body. Feel your chest rise and fall with the motion of your breathing. Feel the cool air on your nose as you breathe in and the warm air on your nose as you breathe out. Feel your shoulder lower and relax. Soften your cheeks. Feel your jaw release. Let your tongue fall down from the roof of your mouth. Feel your arms get heavier and sink further into relaxation. Let your stomach soften and relax. And feel your legs get heavy and relaxed. Feel your body melt deeper into your relaxed position. Breathe out any extra tension or pain that might be lingering. Take 2 deep breaths again. As you sit there, thoughts may be popping into your head. Maybe these thoughts look like headlines or images you've been seeing on the news. Perhaps these thoughts look like numbers. Numbers of cases, numbers of deaths, numbers of the market impact. Maybe these thoughts are about the impact on you, how it can or is already affecting your life, your health, your business, your family, your schedule, your events, your community. Maybe these thoughts are heavy with visions of all the worst-case scenarios painted bright in your mind. See all these thoughts inside of your head, watching as they swirl around, creating a hurricane of worry, stress, anxiety, and fear. Feel how powerful that hurricane is. Feel the energy it has. Feel the movement, the intensity. All this energy of the hurricane is what you've been carrying around, and it's impacting everything else in your life. Your focus, your sense of safety and health, your regular activities, your work, your connection with others. So look at the hurricane as it swirls loudly in front of you. Notice that you see something very important: the distinction between facts and emotions. The facts are standing still outside the hurricane, and the emotions, the fear, the stress, the worry, the anxiety, are what's causing the motion of the hurricane. And they are completely normal emotions to be feeling right now. So take a deep breath in the moment. Look at this hurricane of emotion outside of you and realize that you are in charge of whether or not you allow its energy in today. You have your life to live today. And although the coronavirus is very real and deserves attention from you, this moment right now is when you get to decide whether to invite the facts that will help you navigate your day, or whether you will invite in the chaos of the hurricane of emotions. No matter what you decide, it's all okay. It's a practice to control what you can and let go of what you can't. As you continue your day and recognize the emotions when they arise, the worry, the fear, the obsession with updates, and simply honor them, and then place them into this hurricane swirling outside of you. Let it be your container to hold it all, while you get connected to the present moment, to what is in your life right now. Let the beauty of what is in your life at this moment pull you into the present moment, so you can choose what to pay attention to and what to let go of. Now I invite you to begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, allowing your relaxed body to waken. Feel your body rise and fall with your breath. And breathe in gratitude for this moment, trusting that you will have everything you need to deal with the facts as they evolve. And in the space of this peace, say a silent prayer of compassion, love, and healing for all those whose lives have been directly impacted. Imagine the healing spreading all over the globe as you root yourself in love. And so it is.
Here at Unity Spiritual Center, we are in, say it with me, an ocean of love. Here at Unity Spiritual Center, we have an inspiring vision, an exciting mission, and compelling values by which we strive to live. Our mission is we are centered in God and co-create a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. Our mission is we are a creative, joy-filled spiritual community dedicated to healing, inspiring, and transforming the lives of all people through prayer, education, and love. And our values are we are spirit-led, generous with resources, inclusive, joyously creative, and guided by integrity. And feeling inspired by our vision, mission, and values, feeling enriched by what we've experienced in the past, by what we're experiencing now in the present as we connect virtually, and what we will experience when we're able to come together again as a community. Let us take time now to be a channel for enrichment through our generous tithes and love offerings. As Michael shares a beautiful song, please take time to write out a check to USC or log on to our website at unitysf.org to make a donation online. Please do remember that during this time, our expenses continue as we look for additional ways to stay connected with you.
I can forgive and I can forget all my troubles and regret. There's more in this life that I have to live. I shall release and I will forgive. I held on tightly, I could not let go of times in my past, although I know holding in fear, clinging to anger has nothing to do with my life. I let it take over and I let it rule. I was bitter, unhappy, and acting a fool. I needed repair, someone to fix me. I sang out the words to this prayer. I can forgive and I can forget all my troubles and regret. There's more in this life that I have to live. I shall release and I will forgive. Well, I'm not afraid, I shall survive and bless every moment that I'm alive, living in love, sharing in spirit, giving to God every hour. For I can forgive and I can forget all my troubles and regret. There's more in this life that I have to live. I shall release and I will forgive. There's more in this life that I have to live. I shall release and I will forgive. Spirit of the living God, bless the acts of our hands, our minds, our hearts. May everything offered here at Unity Spiritual Center be a reflection of all that is good within us. Grant us the courage to patiently listen for the stirring of your presence. Enliven our spirits with humor. Fill us with reverence for one another and gratitude for our diversity. May unity, beauty, and truth be the fruit of all we do. And so it is. Amen. Presented to your soul, empty out the anger before it takes its toll. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Let us go into the day or into the evening, into the coming week, standing on our faith and holding the hands, the virtual hands of our community, connecting with the hearts of our loved ones, and with full hearts ourselves, knowing that the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. Thank you, God. Thank you all. I love you. I miss you. And I will look forward to seeing you soon.
Give the gift of forgiveness. Release it to the sky. Let it travel around the world to return to you and I.